Okay, this looks really good.
Every voyage begins with a plan. A vision etched on parchment, foretelling glory.
They've even got feathers on their ships, guys. They've even got feathers. We better get it. We better get it. I know this has nothing to do with Skull and Bones, but can't wait to play Helldivers on Xbox. That's cool. August 26th, right? Also, the Gears of War returns, the original Reloaded, #1 on August 26th as well.
Or downfall. It is in our
What's going on, Siren?
to conquer what others fear. Death and dishonor. Fame and fortune.
Death
The life of
and
a sea
dishonor.
captain is one of duty and relentless pursuit. True riches are not
The graphics look pretty good.
but in the stories we bring back and the legend we become.
So, obviously we said pirate. This definitely looks naval, not pirate. So, it's called Ahoy. I don't know if we can be a pirate in here. I've got zero clue. So, if you do know about it because you've watched this, let me know. I don't even know if you're going to use these little boats, the dhows, to get out to your ship. Who knows? All right.
But never at our final destination.
If Xbox is getting Steam and Epic Games, when the new Xbox comes out, will we be able to play Ahoy? Oh, no clue. This looks great, though.
Destination.
Look at that shit. We have. We'll find out at the end of this, Tubbs. I've not seen.
Course. We sail.
British flags.
Fight. We endure. For the voyage is life. And life is the voyage.
In the throes of titanic space battles, I can turn the tide.
Mate, that was so anticlimactic. It was like, oh, then it literally just went to ads.
Hello and welcome to Port Royal, Jamaica, the vibrant heart of the West Indies in the year 1780. I'm Tyler, lead developer at Capstan Games, and today we're thrilled to set sail with you on an extraordinary voyage to the 18th century age of sail, with our project, Ahoy. Ahoy is a first-person, multiplayer naval experience rooted in real history, built to capture the thrill, beauty, and brutality of the age of sail. This isn't fantasy. There's no monsters or magic, just the salt air, billowing canvas, and roaring cannon fire. It's a world that we believe deserves a place in modern gaming, one that's often overlooked.
This looks stunning. It looks absolutely stunning. The cannon fire, everything. Obviously, none of this is gameplay footage. Well, I don't know. It's just work in progress. We don't know. We don't know if this is gameplay. We don't. It might be gameplay footage because we are seeing the characters not as human. You know, as animations. Maybe. I don't know.
It's a world that we believe deserves a place in modern gaming, one that's often overlooked, Hollywoodized, or simplified.
Or simplified. Big key word there. So they're trying to make it a lot more realistic? Wait, I don't get it.
In Ahoy, you'll dive into the world of fully immersive multi-crew gameplay, where cooperation is the key to victory. Every player begins their story as a naval officer, bound to the strict regulations of the Articles of War. While their path may deviate from that of the navies over time, this trial by salt and sea is the making of every captain's grasp on seamanship. Whether you're captaining your own ship or wish to become a vital part of a friend's crew, teamwork and organisation is essential to manage.
The F Squad. The F Squad. Wait. We could be part of a crew of the same ship. We don't have to have our own ships, but we're going to have the Death Fleet and then the Death Squad. And then we can Oh, man. Hopefully we can name our own ships. But this looks like the Victory, by the way. This looks like the top of the Victory. And if the Victory is in this game, take my money. Just take it now. And Naval Merchants, imagine your crew getting sick in the game. I mean, you never know. When they do release it, it will still be in a beta phase. Yo, I definitely want to be crew. 100%. Guys, it would. But they are planning a lot for this game. Looks amazing.
Sail.
Have we got any idea of when?
And engage in fierce naval combat aboard these stunning vessels of the past. You and your player officers will carve out your own path through the management of your NPC crew and the complexities of navigation. Ahoy is a skills-based experience where seamanship should be easy to learn, but hard to master.
Easy to learn, but hard to master. 1.5 years is not that far away, you know. This looks brilliant.
Our voyage today begins with a clear structure, what we call our staged development plan. We're not pitching a sprawling open world on day one. That's our long-term vision, and it's still on the horizon, but what we're building first is a solid foundation. Sea Trials will be our earliest playable release. It's a peaceful sailing experience focused entirely on the feel of the sea, working the sails, steering the ship, and learning to navigate. It's your introduction to the core mechanics of Ahoy.
Oh, this looks good. Even in this stage of development, this looks good. Look at all the little mini cannons. The little hand cannon sort of things. This looks really good. First person. So this is probably your perspective. Oh, man the sails.
It's your introduction to the core mechanics of Ahoy, and it's where we'll shape the handling and interactive systems of our ships alongside our early backers.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet base.
There is a lot of adverts. Arena. Oh, yeah.
Sea Trials, we move into Arena, our first public release. Arena is a competitive PvP experience. 2 teams, multiple ships, intense naval combat. It's fast-paced and focused. Arena places you in one of many real-world locations. We often choose these battle maps based on key historical...
Wait, are we going to get the Battle of Trafalgar? If they've got the Battle of... Whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are we going to be able to do the Battle of Trafalgar? Okay, that made my hair stick up. Mate, if we can do the Battle of Trafalgar in this game, and we could be like Nelson himself, where we've got all our ships sailing along, and we've got them coming along, and we have... Basically, you're trying to rewrite history, where the line of ships from the French and the Spanish are going to try and beat the British Navy. That will be epic to relive that battle. How flipping good would that be? Oh, they're actually... Wow, Arena's going to have real life battle simulations from real battles that are happening or happened. Does it guarantee that you're going to win if you're British? I don't think so. This is going to be amazing. No sé, ni idea. I hope they can optimize that then. It looks great, but seems like one of those games that might run pretty rough with all the details and physics going on. I mean, if they're going to do the proper Battle of Trafalgar with how many ships there were, then yeah.
Within the Caribbean. Each map location will be a contained space, which can be used for any of Arena's current or planned game modes. At Arena's public release,
Wait, can we see anything more there? You know where they're showing all these different battles? One sec. No clue. Does anyone know what these islands are? What this battle is? Does that make sense to anyone? I have no clue. What sort of battle is that? Nos montamos un batalla of Trafalgar. Oh, imagínate.
Location will be a contained space.
I have no clue where these are.
which can be used for any of Arena's current or planned game modes.
Was that Tortuga?
At Arena's public release, we intend to feature many different ways to play. For now, there are 4 key modes we plan to include. Firstly,
Sea Trials. Peaceful sailing with friends. Beat to the quarters. 2 teams, multiple ships. Okay. Every captain for themselves. And capture and hold the objectives.
Sea Trials, a continuation of our original alpha release. Sea Trials will allow you to continue to peacefully sail together with friends within one of these contained maps. This is a great space for some role-playing, practice sailing, or community-arranged races. Next is Beat to Quarters. Pick your ships, set sail, and engage the enemy head-on. Work
That
as
looks
a team
sick.
to overwhelm the enemy and bring victory home for your nation. Next, Naumachia. Named for the staged naval battles of ancient Rome and later revitalized in 18th century pleasure culture.
Was that actually a thing?
Named for the staged naval battles.
Was this... Wait, guys, is this even real? Is this real? Was this real? There was a naval coliseum. What? Why was there no movie on this? What? Why is there no Gladiator of the Seas? I want this. There needs to be a new Gladiator movie. No, Gladiator 3. Gladiator 2's out. I need to see this. No way.
And later revitalized in 18th century pleasure culture. This mode pitches ship against ship. Every captain for
It was a scene in Gladiator 2. Do you know what? To be fair, probably... I can't remember. I logged out from that movie when I was watching it until I understood who the kid was.
Ship left afloat takes the spoils. And finally, Dominion. Each map is divided into key objectives. Work as a team to capture, hold, and defend these objectives in order to maintain dominion over the sea and secure victory. Arena's broad range of possible game modes really opens the doors as development continues. While we only intend to launch with these 4 game modes, we can see great reasons to explore other forms of conflict in the future, both on land and at sea. As well
Both
as
on land and at sea, guys. So there's going to be land combat in this game, not just sea combat. I mean, he's just telling us everything we want to hear. This, ladies and gentlemen, is how you achieve a one-night stand. Just literally tell them everything they want to hear. Bam. All yours.
we plan to continue to add
This is
more
getting all of our money.
which will find their place in Arena first. Each new ship will bring a new strategy with more ways to engage the enemy. It's important to state that we've made a commitment to never sell ships to players. All ships added to Ahoy will be added as a free update. Arena will also feature a number of earnable and buyable cosmetics. We want there to be equally exciting cosmetic options no matter how you choose to get them. All cosmetics, whether earned or bought, can be further customized as part of your ship.
So you can earn or buy all the cosmetics. That is unreal.
Or uniform, allowing you the final
What's going on, Tim?
patterns and other details. The 18th century was an immensely colourful period, especially when it comes to
Oh, that looks brilliant.
architecture, and we intend to fully represent the wide range of expressions shown during this time.
Unlimited energy was fused as symbol.
Why is it always when it's getting climatic, we get anti-climatic at the exact same time?
We're hopeful that Arena will be an amazing place to explore naval combat like never before. Should Arena succeed as we hope it will,
£570,000 in 21 hours via Patreon. There has not been proper realistic sea battle game in that era, only modern warship battles.
continue to fund the future of Ahoy. That's where our vision for Ahoy...
I'm not bothered, right? Look at the town renders there. The town rendered looked a little bit papery. I'm not actually bothered about that. If the sea side of things is really good, the towns can look like that. We understand that it's probably going to be optimization issues. And yet again, the game is not expected to release until what? Q4 2026. Not release, the arenas.
Our ultimate vision of Ahoy is to build a persistent, multi-player,
it's crazy.
open world. Imagine the entire Caribbean coastline fully...
Wait. I need to go back. Wait. Open world.
That's where our vision for Ahoy really expands. Our ultimate vision of Ahoy is to build a persistent, multiplayer, open world. Imagine the entire Caribbean coastline fully explorable. Player-driven economies.
The entire Caribbean coastline fully explorable.
Imagine the entire Caribbean coastline fully explorable. Player-driven economies. Long-standing factions and naval conflicts.
Player-driven economies? Nah, they're asking too much here. Surely they can't achieve this much.
Smuggling. Piracy. The true Age of Sail dream. The open world would become a living and immersive recreation of the West Indies. We envision a Caribbean where you can sail from end to end with a mixed PvP and PvE environment, where players smuggle, trade and wage war across national lines. You might recruit a crew from a tavern in Havana and set sail at dusk, chasing whispers of a French convoy headed for Port-au-Prince.
Yeah, but this all sounds way too good to be true, right? This sounds way too good to be true. This doesn't. There's too much that. Well, obviously, we want them to be over ambitious.
You might run dangerous cargo as a merchant, raid enemy shipping lines as a privateer, or sit quietly with your friends playing chess as your ship drifts under the starlight. Every player would find their role within a constantly evolving world.
And I'm not being funny. If we go back there, we can see inside of the crew quarters. So you're probably, because you are on your own ship, which we saw before with the first person view, you're probably going to be able to go and walk around your own ship, meaning you're going to have your own crew quarters. And they said they want customization to be like one of the top things in the end game. So it's a bold plan for sure. Hope it will succeed, but we have to see the base game first at some point, maybe early access to see if it has potential. I want some of whatever he is smoking. No. Look, honestly, we never know. Because there is all of these indie games and stuff that do blow us out of the water. You've got the likes. Look at Crosswind. Okay, Crosswind graphics is not phenomenal. I like the graphics though. But you've got everything like digging, building your own ship by getting the materials. Your ship actually sinks and you can stand on it while it sinks. You can walk around your ship while sailing your ship, while firing off of your ship. You've got all these different explorable areas. This is just a 10 up from Crosswinds, but it should be achievable. I just don't know how to optimize this. So can it be achievable? Yes. How do you optimize this? We're yet to see. But then you have got the games like Eve that Tim was talking about, and they're massive games. So it can be done. How? I don't know.
Your ship drifts under the starlight. Every player would find their role within a constantly evolving world. We're extremely passionate about this open world vision, and it's what we really want to build. But it's clear to us that this is a vastly ambitious project, and it remains a broader vision of what we'd wish to build in the future. Everything we're building now, both with Sea Trials and Arena, lays the groundwork for that future.
Historical accuracy. Oh. Whoa. What? That's brilliant.
Is built on reference and research. Our digital representation of this world acknowledges and reflects this difficult history with a careful sensitivity and duty of care. These stories of hardship and suffering deserve to be told, and we feel that video games are a form of storytelling that can educate and inform like no other. We feel compelled to make the commitment that we will not sanitize the past for the sake of marketability or simplicity, and we hope we can by extension expand the medium of video games as a source of education and impactful storytelling. Throughout development, we will continue to seek advice to guide us forward and find a respectful way to represent this reality, as well as to stick to our commitment of historical accuracy.
I can see why people are investing in this.
All right, face it. Your life is a complete mess right now.
These bloody ads.
Laundry's not folded. You haven't exercised in weeks.
I haven't exercised in months, let alone weeks. No, I shot 89 on the golf course the other day.
About the roadmap. Depending on the success of this Kickstarter campaign, we are targeting a closed launch of our alpha release, Sea Trials, in Q1 2026.
Sounds like Star Citizen promises or my ex. Both are still working on it 10 years in. Oh no. Oh dear, Tim. Oh, Tim. Oh, Tim.
Over the course of that year, we plan to continually update and expand Sea Trials into the full arena release. Throughout this period, backers will gain access to key milestones, helping us test and refine every aspect of the game. We're targeting a release of Arena for Q4 2026 as a standalone experience through our own launcher and on both Steam and Epic Game stores.
I wouldn't have thought so, Flay. Like they said, they're going to try and make it. They're going to try and represent it. But not. I don't know. I have no clue.
Have a release plan for the open world at all. It's a vision. We're working towards it, and we hope to
be a long-term project.
I mean, complete Sea Trials.
You would think it's going to be a long-term project, right?
And Arena first, ship them to you, make sure they're great, and then we can look at the future.
Okay, so they want to make sure the core elements and assets are good or great. He said great. That was his words. Sea Trials close out for, and then the Arena public release targeted Q4 2026, right? So if we're saying like 2027, if the Arena is great and the Sea Trials is great, the Sea Trials is just sailing around the ocean. The Arena is the fighting. If they get them two core elements working, then the open world's just expansion. So, you know, we are looking 2027 sometime. We're expecting the open world. I know it says no estimate, but if they do get them right.
Of course, once Arena has released and continues to develop,
I like that
this campaign really catches wind. We'll review the timeline for the open world and keep the Ahoy community regularly informed.
I like their chain of development. I think it's good.
So, why Kickstarter? We want to stay as independent as we possibly can. The games industry is, quite frankly, in a bit of a mess at the moment. We've seen friends and past colleagues let go from their jobs in the industry, and we've watched as veteran development studios are closed forever. The best course of action we can possibly take would be to work with our community more directly in the financing of production, so that we are beholden to the players rather than marketing beats or external deadlines. We have explored opportunities to pursue other forms of funding, but the compromises that could come with it, rushed timelines, simplification, loss of control, these compromises don't sit right with us. We're committed to building something that respects history, rewards attention to detail, and doesn't fall back on cheap monetization or Hollywood-style storytelling. Your support through Kickstarter and beyond will help us build Ahoy with our community, for our community, and keep our vision intact.
Okay, good. You couldn't knock any reason in there.
Capstan Games is a small team scattered across the globe. We're a group of developers, artists...
Whoa. You don't just fly past that frame. Hold on a minute. That looks brilliant. That looks really good. I'll be happy with that view.
We're a group of developers, artists, designers, researchers, musicians, and performers, all bound by a shared fascination with the sea and a passion for storytelling.
Oh. No way. Mate, shut the front door.
Performers.
Have you seen when a cannonball hits the sail, the ripple effect of
all bound by a shared fascination with the sea.
So that's the cannon firing, that's the sail torn, that's The ship capsized?
And a passion for storytelling.
Look at that, the way it passes through. No way.
What we've achieved so far has been built by volunteers and part-time freelancers, working late nights and early mornings because we love what we do. To take Ahoy to the next level, we simply need more hands on deck. With your support, we can bring additional experienced developers on board to accelerate our timelines and meet the standards of quality that we have set for ourselves. While we are looking to grow the team, we believe engaging, detailed and expansive experiences like Ahoy are more and more accessible to smaller teams. We want to remain homegrown with a dedication to detail and accuracy, however possible.
Could you break
This looks top tier. If
Not this.
they can stick to this, it would. Right, look, let's just say that they nail this, yeah, and they get a release date in 2027 with an open world. How highly sold do you think this game would be on the grand scheme of things? Let's put GTA in the mix. If this is super optimized, the free world, the ship sailing, the naval combat is fantastic. The PvP aspects are fantastic, and the PvE aspects are fantastic. How well do you think this game will sell? Like, do you think this is going to sell anywhere near the amount of copies GTA will sell? A third? A quarter? An eighth?
And waiting to set sail on our voyage.
Ads. Let me know when I finished. There are always the history fans, so I assume it sells really well. Because it would sell to people that are not even gamers, as per se, no? Because there'll be people that are just interested in it. Not as much as you would think. It's probably too close to a sim side. Won't attract much more than a dedicated audience of people who like that point in history itself. But how do you make simulation fun? It would be fun though, wouldn't it? I don't know, because loading up the cannons. Would you rather loading up the cannons be where you pick up a cannonball, put it into the cannon, or where you move up to the cannon and you hit, I don't know, X to reload, and it's doing an animation of loading up the cannon rather than you having to do all of these individual things, like one person putting the ball in, one person putting the gunpowder ball, and then pushing it down the barrel. What do you think would? I don't know, because that would probably, yes, it'd be realistic, yes, it would be fun, but it would get really tedious. No, I don't know.
Let's take a look at Kickstarter and some particular rewards that we're offering during this campaign.
True.
Firstly, for the earliest possible access to our Sea Trials release, you are looking for the 3rd Lieutenant tier or above. This will gain you access to our early testing environment, currently targeted for release in Q1 2026. If Arena is more your style, any tier from Midshipman and above will gain you access to your choice of either a Steam or Epic Games Store key when Arena becomes available, currently targeted for Q4 2026. If you're interested in physical rewards, we have 2 special items to consider. For tiers of Master and Commander and above, a beautifully presented book detailing the current collection of ship reconstructions from Ahoy. This book will include all of the vital information, historical background and wonderful imagery of each of these ships, as captured in Ahoy. This book is also available in digital form from the 3rd Lieutenant tier and above. Or perhaps a real piece of 18th century naval fashion takes your fancy. We're really happy to offer authentic, handmade cocked hats in the British captain's full dress pattern for admirals and admirals of the fleet, with additional laced and
I want one. How much is it? I want one.
unlaced versions available as pledge add-ons while stocks last. If in-game cosmetics is more your thing,
The E! Yo! Welcome to the flipping Death Squad, amigo. How are you doing? I can't see who you are because I've got this open. Let me get rid of that full screen. Let me see who you are. And let me say, yo, what's going on, Overlord Mike? Appreciate that follow. Welcome to the Death Squad, amigo.
we have a collection of Founders cosmetics available throughout the tiers. Everything from figureheads to presentation swords.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Some of our higher tier...
I mean, you're in first person as well, so you're going to see that. But how much are these?
Within Ahoy, or to sponsor the digital reconstruction and inclusion of a ship of your choice. Well, there we are. There is no doubt that Ahoy is ambitious, but with sensible milestones, careful budgeting, and the ability to expand our team, we're confident that together we can build something truly incredible. We invite you to explore our extensive FAQ to learn more about our vision for Ahoy. If you have any further questions, please leave them in the Kickstarter comments below, and we're eager to respond to as many of those as we can. We hope that you've enjoyed this introduction to the world of Ahoy, and we look forward to embarking together on this special voyage for all Age of Sail enthusiasts. To close, I'd like to leave you now with a performance by our friends El Pony Pisador.
Oh.
Thank you so much for your support.
Does that mean...
Fair winds and following seas.
Wait. Does that mean these are going to be the people that do all of the shanties in the game?
Base MMO.
Let's see what they sound like.
And merciless betrayal.
Dale, Usel.
Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alleyway. Hey, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully down in Chimbona. Oh, Sally's a girl that I love dearly. Way.
There you go, 10 in the town for all the rare items south of the Red Isles. Legend.
Bully down in Chimbona. So, help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alleyway.
These sound really good. Right, anyway, for copyright reasons, I'm going to leave it here, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, I'm actually going to end the stream right now because the missus has made me some food. My stomach is rumbling. I'll be back streaming. I'm not going to stream tomorrow because I need to get some videos out. I'm going to stream Thursday. And then obviously after that, I'm going to be streaming Tuesday. But Tuesday, I'm going to be streaming for a lot longer periods. We're going to be able to get some rewards on Skull and Bones. Twitch drops from the 15th to the 29th. So you've got your whole colour, sail pattern, sail emblem, and sail colour. And then also with everything else that we've discovered today. So like a new weapon. What we believe is the hippo based on the TikTok post right there. And yeah, new fort is where it's going to be. And the new cannon, the Thunder Dranger cannon. So 2 auxiliaries on that frigate. I'll see you Thursday. We're going to talk a load more, play a load more. And hopefully we've got some updates as well coming out for a dev blog or something, because they did announce that there is going to be more in the letter from the producer. We haven't got it yet. And I'll see you all in the next flipping stream or in the next video, guys. You guys are absolute legends.